Today, I'm going to share with you my personal protocol for clearing migraines and headaches. This procedure is effective whether you have just a headache or a full-blown migraine. Migraines tend to be on one side or throbbing or last more than 24 hours. There's many things that qualify your headache as a migraine, but as I said, this technique will work for both. One thing to note is that both headaches and migraines are often caused by some level of stress, physical, emotional, mental, and are often associated with some degree of overdoing, over-pushing, over-efforting in the world, pushing against an incredible amount of resistance, and which is very common in the West. And as you're doing that, a weak link can develop. And many people, myself included, the weak link can be headaches or migraines. So if this sounds familiar to you, if you feel like you're in this particular category, this protocol may be very effective for you. And now when I say clear a headache, I mean if your headache is at, say, a pain level of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, this may not get it down to a 0, but it may take it down to a 3, okay, which is significant. And as soon as you get to a 3, then you're already kind of on the road to clearing it completely. So what we're looking for, at least initially, is a reduction in your pain. And so without further ado, here's the protocol. And all I'm going to use is some essential oil, and this is Peppermint. And this brand is Now. It just happens to be what I have on hand. I don't necessarily recommend Now, but it is widely available. I do have it linked below, as well as I have a organic therapeutic grade essential oil of peppermint linked below. And I do recommend the therapeutic grade when you can get your hands on it, often available at your local health food store. So I'm just going to use essential oil, and then I'm going to show you the acupressure points to stimulate. And then you'll be on your way. In addition to the massage with the essential oils, if you want to clear this, you want to get yourself out of whatever the pushing, the stressful situation that you find yourself in. See if you can get yourself into a quiet space. Many people with headaches are sensitive to light and sound, so a quiet and darkened room where you can rest, where you can really withdraw your energies from, the war, right? And then in addition, if you choose, you could take some willow bark tea. Willow bark is the original herb that aspirin is derived from. In a pinch, you can just take a couple of aspirin in addition to this if you need to. But this alone may help considerably. So, the first points do not need the oil. I'm only going to be using the oil that is around the head itself. And so the first thing you want to do is find these points just below your collarbone. There's a little dip right here. That's the top of the kidney meridian, or K27. And you want to stimulate that point. I like to cross my hands, and you can tap it rather vigorously. And tapping this kidney 27 will get all your meridians running in the right direction. Okay, so whether it feels better to massage vigorously or tapping is very effective, start there. Okay, number 1. Number 2, hoku, which is right where the thumb and the index finger, there's a dip right down in there. And if you press in there, you can even feel your pulse sometimes. But you want to stimulate that hoku, and I would stimulate it on both hands. And however much time you have to do this, you can. If you just have a brief moment, or if your pain is too intense, you don't can't even bring yourself to massage your points, then just say hello to them, okay? So number 1, number 2, number 3 is on the foot, believe it or not. And this is gallbladder 41, and I'm going to show you on my foot. It's right here between the big toe and the ring toe, okay? Right there. Right between those long bones, the metatarsal bones. Oh, and see, mine's sore. I don't even headache right now. I don't have a headache right now, but even mine is tender. And this point is used to treat pain anywhere in the body. So if you have any kind of pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, head pain, foot pain, back pain, any kind of pain, you can stimulate this. I'm going to show you on the other foot. Right between those long bones of the ring toe and the pinky toe, and you'll find it, you'll know when you have the point, because it's sore. And it's sore because it's saying, open me. And when you open it, it's like opening a gate, and then you get a flow of chi, which is very beautiful. Okay, now to the head. I'm going to take my peppermint oil, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice smell of it, and just smelling peppermint oil can start to clear your headache. I'm going to take a drop. Now, this process I recommend mainly if you have a food grade or therapeutic grade essential oil, but I'm going to do it. I haven't had any problems with now, even though it's not therapeutic grade. But I'm going to put some on the tip of my tongue. I'm going to put some underneath my tongue. And I'm going to take the tip of my tongue, I'm going to put it on the roof of my mouth. And take a nice deep inhale. And that peppermint oil, which is on the tip of your tongue, it's going to go right through the soft palate, right up into the brain. And the same thing happens when you smell it. You can even take a little and put it right underneath your nose where you can smell it. Okay? Now I'm going to get some essential oil. I like to use my middle finger. I'm going to rub them together, and I'm going to massage these temple points. This is actually also on the gallbladder meridian. And you can massage for as long as you like. You can do circles. You can go in both directions. I'm going to take some and put it right on my third eye. Get a little bit more. And I'm going to go right for bladder 2, okay? Right where the eyebrow meets the bridge of the nose. There's a little indentation there. Right where it meets the bridge of the nose. This is a stress point, major stress point. And if you can feel that indentation, then you can just lean your head forward while your middle fingers are pressing that point. And you can just hold that. And as you gently hold it, you may start to feel your pulse there. And when you feel that, you know that you're opening the point. It's a very good sign when you feel the pulse. Okay? The next one is on the stomach meridian, and it's right underneath my cheekbone, right there. Oh. And this is pretty much always freaking sore, even if you don't have a headache. But this one, I swear to God, I've cleared a headache with this point alone while driving. Okay, that's quite a point. So it's called stomach 3. It's also called facial beauty. So it's a point that you can stimulate every day when you want your face to look nice. And a really good way to stimulate it after you have the essential oil applied is you can take your knuckles and get your knuckles in right underneath that cheekbone. Oh, it gets it really hard, and it's going to be sore. But if you do that, sometimes you can feel that just doing that, you feel that your headache will stop right when that point's being stimulated. So experiment with that one. Different people have different causes of their pain, different blockages will be responsible. For me, this point is definitely usually very effective. So I always use this stomach 3, facial beauty. And then we're going to go down. I'm going to get a little bit more. And this is called the shoulder well, gallbladder 21. And you can cross your hands if it's easier. But it's kind of, see the slope of my neck here where it turns into my shoulder? It's just out from that slope. And when you massage that, it's usually very tight on most people, even if you don't have a headache. But when you have a headache and you're massaging that with peppermint oil, it feels fabulous. It's just what your body wants. Whew, I got some peppermint oil too close to my eye. So when you're doing this bladder point up here, don't get too much on your fingers. But even if your eyes feel it, it doesn't hurt your eye, and it actually helps your headache a little bit. But if you have sensitive eyes, be very careful. Don't use too much. Gallbladder 21, and now we're going to go to gallbladder 20. And gallbladder 20 is the gem of all gems, and I'm going to show you. It's this right underneath this ridge of the skull to either side of the spine. Come out a little bit, and you're going to feel that nodule there. It's a huge nodule at the base of your skull. You can't miss it. On the occiput. And you want to stimulate there. And in the next video I'm going to make on clearing your headache, I'm going to show you with using a certain massage tool. Works this point very, very powerfully, and can be very helpful. But this protocol that I'm showing you right here is sometimes all you need. Then the last point is going to be bladder 10. And so from this point at the base of the skull, we're going to come down either side of the spine, either side of the neck. You can feel the vertebra, and then just come off the vertebra into the ropey muscles and massage there. And you can hold, you can breathe. Any of these points that you feel are particularly potent to you and your body, your head, your headache will tell you. You can hold them more. And now I'm just going to go back. I'm going to do Hoku again. It's back here. All right. Now, if you actually have a headache and you've been doing this with me, go lay down, put something over your eyes, and just feel the beautiful peppermint oil. This is often, for me, the difference between a sleepless night with a headache to a really good night's sleep and waking up without a headache. So I really hope this works for you. Please comment or contact me if you have any comments or questions. Thank you so much. Namaste.